Hello, everyone, and welcome back to an interview with where I, the Peaky Arrow, get in contact with content creators of all kinds, whether they be YouTubers, Twitch streamers, comic book creators, or toy photographers, and I ask them why they get into making the content that they make. Today, I've got Cosmic Toy Man and owner of Cosmic Toys Shop, Gareth. Welcome, Gareth.
Hello, Peaky. How are you, sir?
I'm good. And thank you for coming on.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Hey, you're more than welcome. So, just before we get into the questions, would you like to just give a little introduction about yourself?
Well, my name's Gareth, and I have a shop called Cosmic Toys. Been running it for 17 years, almost 18 years now, and I decided to start putting videos up on YouTube about 18 months ago.
Oh, okay. So, what inspired you to start the channel?
I'd been thinking about doing a channel for a while, and nothing in particular inspired me. It was one of those things of trying to find what I could do a regular video about. It was more trying to think of something along those lines. I had to get over the fact that I absolutely hate the sound of my own voice as well.
Yeah,
and I think everybody does, and that's something. As soon as you've done 3 or 4 videos, I think you do kind of get over that.
Yeah.
But, the shop kind of led me into, I could do a video on what's new at the shop every week. So I just did that. I still am.
Just, I have watched a couple of your pack and chat live streams.
That's something new.
Yeah, which it's quite interesting to see what people have brought and what you're having to ship out and stuff. It's quite interesting. Like when you were saying about hearing your own voice, I hated it. When I first started, I refused to watch back any of my videos, or like even editing, I refused to listen to my voice. I used to mute the audio and just work off of. It was very difficult. I've only the channel's just over 2 years old now, and I've only just got used to the sound of my voice. But that was with the help of editing videos where I've had other people in with it. So I do, because I've got a game series on the channel as well. So like it was editing that and watching that back with other people's voices interacting with me that kind of helped me hear my own voice. So how would you describe your content in 3 words?
Regarding the videos and not the streams, I would probably say jovial, because I always try and add a little bit of humour, let my personality come across, and I like to think that I'm kind of a fun guy. Informative, from the point of view of the whole point of those videos is to inform the viewer as to what's new into the shop, what's come through the door, what's on the shelves now, and honest, because if something is crap, I will say I think it's crap.
Yeah, I watched a video of yours recently. It was what was new in the shop, and you had some, I think it was Doctor Who stuff, and you said some of it is a bit naff, so I'm not putting that in the video. And I was like, that's fair enough. Like,
that's the stuff that's in really badly conditioned boxes, or just really poor. It's just going to get thrown out on the cheap. Is that?
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough. Yeah. What challenges have you faced becoming a content creator, and how have you overcome them?
I would probably say the voice thing.
Yeah.
And then also this, having this on screen, that took a while. Yeah. I had no choice with the voice.
Yeah.
If you're putting a video out there, even if you're focusing on products, you've still got to talk about them. You've got to say what they are or how much they are. You've got to describe them. You've got to say something about them. So you've no choice with your voice. But the big challenge was putting my face out there, and I think it was a good few months after starting the channel that I did finally do that. And I still cringe now when I look at some of those early videos. But yeah, it's one of those things that to overcome it, you just have to do it.
Yeah. See, the like having my face on screen didn't bother me because I started off as a Twitch streamer.
Okay.
So I was used to, like, obviously when I was Twitch streaming, I was recording, I was doing gameplay streams. I was obviously having my recording software up with the game, and then obviously I'd have my webcam on over the top of that, so I could see myself kind of like in my in my peripheral.
Right. Yeah.
So going from that to now, I'm as comfortable on camera as I'm off camera now. Like,
Right.
there's there's no difference between myself on camera and myself off of camera. I'm the same person, which is a lot of content creators try to do dual personalities.
Yeah. I can't do
They
that.
like to have their on camera personality, then they're off. I'm the same, no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't do that. Ask
No,
anyone who knows me that watches the videos. It's what you see is what you get.
it's exactly the same with me.
I
So
might try and do that BBC English or something for the first couple of times, but
don't even bother with that. And have you had a memorable fan interaction or comment that has stood out to you so far?
what was that? Sorry.
Have you had a memorable fan interaction or comment with regarding your content?
Yeah. It will have been the last time I was at Doncaster Toy Fair. There's the since doing the videos, there's always been people that have come up to me and said, "Oh, well, I watch your video. I always watch it every week. I wait for it. I might not comment in the live stream, but I'm in the chat, but I'm always there watching."
Yeah.
It's really, really strange because it's almost like they see you as some kind of celebrity, and it's like, I'm just like you. I'm just like you, mate. I'm just like you, and I'm just like you. Anyone can do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm nothing special. And there was one chap in particular, absolutely lovely, lovely fellow. He comments on every single video that I put up, bless him. And he just seemed so blown away when he got to meet me at Doncaster Toy Fair. And it was completely alien and baffling to me. I don't get, because I don't put much credence in celebrities anyway.
Yeah.
They're just like us. They're getting paid to do a job.
Yeah.
And it's very strange now that someone's putting me up on some kind of pedestal like that. But it was lovely. Really, really nice. He came around and gave me a gift.
Oh wow.
Some Star Wars trading cards. It was really, really nice of him. Lovely.
I haven't had fan interaction like that yet. Kind of like the content I do, I'm not really, especially when I go to cons, I don't really put myself out there too much.
Yeah.
I may record content. I may have my lanyard around my neck with like my business card and sticker and pin badge on, but I don't advertise massively that I'm a content creator because with all the cons that I've been to, everybody's got their phone out taking pictures or recording videos, so I can kind of blend in a little bit. I can be myself and kind of enjoy everything without having people coming up to me. But I don't know how I would react because, like I said, I haven't had that yet. So
it's weird.
Yeah, maybe at the Toy Fair next month.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. How have you come up with all the ideas for like the content, like your pack and chat streams for the shop?
It's just one of those things that pinged and comes to you. I mean, obviously the weekly thing is the weekly thing. I came up with the idea. I can just show off what's new in. So I've been doing that every week now for about 17, 18 months, I think it is. And there was the Cosmic Council, which I just wanted to have 2 or 3 friends, and we talk nerdy, geeky stuff every couple of weeks. And it's actually really difficult for that to think of topics to talk about.
Yeah.
So sometimes it'll be a case of I'll see someone else's live stream and they'll be talking about a certain thing, and I know that the guys that I talk with will have a different perspective. So it's worth doing the same. Obviously, not the same conversation, but the same topic.
Yeah.
Because everyone's going to get something different out of it. So sometimes I get inspiration that way, just from seeing what others do.
Yeah.
But the pack and chart, that was literally a case of I have to pack my parcels every morning, and if there's more than just 2 or 3, why not share that with other people?
Yeah.
So I started doing that. I think I
Yeah.
managed to get 1 or 2 out most weeks now.
Yeah. That's quite good, because it's good business for the shop, because obviously you're interacting with people in the chat, and it's obviously bringing in possibly more custom for the shop as well.
Yeah, a lot of it is just throwing mud at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
I didn't think that the pack and chats would do anything at all. It was just one of those things. I'll give it a try. Give it a try and see what happens.
Yeah.
And it's the one thing that I'm getting more feedback from people that come into the shops. Like, I love listening to those. They're just so chill. They're so relaxed. There's no drama. There's nothing to get antsy about. It's just cool to see what people are buying and hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah. I've got. I hate to think how many playlists I've got on the channel now of different projects I've worked on, and sometimes a project won't work, so I'll put it away for a while. I won't come back to it. I won't put anything new with it until I can think of something to revamp it. And a lot of them, like I've done that quite a few times recently, especially now. When I started the channel, it was for my Lightning collection and my Megazords. That's what it was. Now the Lightning collection has gone on hiatus, and we're not sure on if it's ever going to get revived. I've had to kind of evolve my channel to be something more than just my Power Rangers content, which is why I do a lot more. I've got food experiment videos. I've got my own podcast on here now. So like, I'm constantly switching out content and switching out projects, because I like to try and keep it fresh, bring new things in, take old things out, and it helps keep the audience kind of intrigued of what I'm going to do next as well. So it's a touch and go some stuff, but I'm just doing what I do. I love what I do. So
yeah. No, that's good, is that? But it's strange how different content creators do different things. Because I think I've got myself stuck in this rut, and I'm breaking tradition actually this week. But I've got myself stuck in this rut of the new video, the new regular video, which is the what's new at Cosmic Toys. I still call it, even though I don't put that on the title anymore. I feel like it's got to go out on a premiere every single Tuesday at 7:30. I'm not doing it this week because I was running late due to incorporating the Comic-Con footage into it as well. So it's going up tomorrow night, Wednesday instead. But I do feel like I've got to have that video out there every Tuesday, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm like that now, where the interview videos go out on a Wednesday, and my game series that I do with friends goes out on a Friday, because that game series has got the whole weekend. So that's got the whole weekend where a lot of people are gonna more or less have the time to watch that content. And then I'm bringing a project out of retirement from the Monday release, so I have 3 videos a week constantly.
Wow. You do all this on top of a job as well.
Yeah, and on top of now once a week streaming on Twitch. So and obviously going away to cons and now toy fairs. Like, I'm trying to keep myself busy and trying to keep. I've set myself a schedule of release windows and what I'm doing. So then on my days off, I can record the videos, and then that gives me a good turnaround on getting the content out. So what equipment and software do you use to create your videos? I know exactly what you're going to do. Pull up your phone, yeah.
But when I do the live streams at the shop, the pack and chat live streams, I have
second phone.
Yeah, and that's purely so that if there was a time I was trying to record actually, and a call came through, and it automatically stopped recording. Now I don't know if it'll do that on a live stream as well. So
I think it does, yeah.
I have a second phone.
Yeah, that's so that's how all of the vlogs that I've done on the channel so far have been with my phone.
Yeah. The camera on it is better than most things you can get at a reasonable price.
Yeah, and then it wasn't until I was in London in September. You know, when it was the hottest day of the year.
Yeah.
I was in London at a football stadium, and my phone kept overheating while I was trying to record. It's something like it was 30 odd degrees outside, but inside the stadium it was hitting like 42, 43.
Yeah.
My phone kept overheating because obviously the heat and using the camera at the same time. Like some of my footage is a little bit janky.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, okay, I need to find, and I tried to record a video. I went to a crocodile zoo about 45 minutes away from me. They have all kinds of reptiles. I tried recording in there, but because it's so humid inside, my phone the camera just kept shutting down. I was like, I can't record a video. I can't do a vlog or anything in this kind of heat. So I've now got the camera that I use for my videos. That's going to be now become my vlogging camera.
Right. Okay.
So then, hopefully,
there's one other thing that I've got for recording video, and so far I'm not getting the results from it that I want, and that's this. I was bought it for Christmas. The Insta360, which gets fantastic. Insta360 Go 3. It gets fantastic reviews, but that's from people tending to use it as a GoPro.
Yeah.
And I don't do anything that's all that high energy, so it doesn't work for me so far. I'm still playing around and experimenting, trying to find ways to make it work, but so far it's not right.
I've got action cams, because that's what they're called. They're called an action cam, and I bought them mainly because I do airsoft, so I bought them for airsoft content.
Yeah.
But they don't work properly. They don't work as well as like a GoPro would work. So I'm saving up to get a proper licensed GoPro. I'm gonna get an actual GoPro for that kind of content, because I could use it for other content when I'm not airsofting anyway. So it should then work well for the channel.
I also use a Digi gimbal thing for the phone as well. That's quite good.
Yeah, I've seen one that a lot of YouTubers now use it. I can't remember what it's called, but you can press a button on the handle and it flips the camera automatically for you. So you can do it selfie mode, and then you can do it like normal mode. So I might possibly look into getting one of those for as a slimmer, more portable vlogging camera.
Yeah, I think that's something that's on the horizon for me, but it's only going to get used at Comic Cons and whatnot and toy fairs.
Yeah, so that'd be the same with me. Mine will be used on days out, Comic Cons, toy fairs, and like anything else along those lines. I won't use it for anything else. So it's.
Did you ask about software as well?
Yes.
CapCut for editing.
Yeah.
And for doing the thumbnails, I use two programs. I use what are they called? It'd help if it actually said on them, wouldn't it? Premiere Pro Photo Editor to actually put the thumbnails together. But if I'm wanting the background taken out, I've got Photo Editor, which that one I actually pay for. I think it's like 35 or 40 quid for the year. And that's just so that I can take the background out of something and have the item that I'm wanting.
Yeah. So so when I'm on my PC and I'm editing, I use DaVinci Resolve editing software, and for all my thumbnails get made on Canva.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. I tried that once. I think I did about 6 thumbnails, and only one of them did I like. So I thought, not for me.
I make 10 per video.
Right. Okay.
And I like some of them. I've maybe moved the text a little bit, or moved like certain things around into maybe sometimes it's moving stuff like an inch.
Yeah.
And I'll save it, and I'll look at all of them, and I'll be like, okay, that one. Right. And then if I make any shorts, I use UCut.
Okay.
So because all my shorts get recorded on my phone anyway, I don't use anything else to record the shorts because it's in the resolution that I need it. Then I don't need to download the footage onto my PC, change the resolution on my PC to short format, and then it CapCut does it all for me.
Right.
So, or sometimes I'll put it straight onto YouTube Studio as a short and just throw in an audio track from YouTube in there and
Right.
done. And so, how do you engage with your audience and help build a community around your channel?
Well, I try my best to always answer any comments, reply to
Yeah.
them. If it's not something that really justifies a reply, they'll at least get the heart or something
Yeah.
like that. Or if it's not something that can be liked, then they'll get the thumbs up to at least let them know that I've read it.
Yeah.
I've tried these community posts, and
Yeah,
they
don't work.
I think I've had maybe 1 or 2 comments on all of the posts that I've ever put out. They just do nothing. I've got Facebook and Instagram that I try and use that. I could do with using it a lot more.
Yeah.
But I used to use Facebook a lot more before I started the YouTube thing. And then the YouTube thing seems to have taken up all the time that I would have been putting into Facebook. Facebook's literally become now a place where I share the YouTube videos too.
So I have my own Discord server for my community.
See, I know what that is.
It was initially made as a place for like you can create your own like chat basically, and it's more or less made for gamers and for streamers and for YouTubers that have really big communities. So I have that community is always welcome to join. I should post more on Instagram, but I don't. I mainly use Instagram to talk to people that don't have Twitter. And then Twitter, I should engage more than what I do because Twitter, I literally just use to when a new video's gone out, I post it onto Twitter. So like people who follow me can go from Twitter over to the channel. I should do that more. I don't use Facebook anymore. I deleted that about a week ago. So now I just use Facebook Messenger for my group chats with my friends.
Okay.
So Facebook, I never posted on there like as a non-creator anyway. So I just binned that off. But yeah, no, like I always try to react to comments as well because especially if they're new to the channel, then at least you're giving them some kind of validation and some kind of like, thanks for checking out the video. I've had a couple that 2 of them have been on a really old video that's over 2 years old, and I just commented saying thanks for checking out the channel. Like you should check out this other video or this other series that I've done, and kind of try to steer them into my other content that I've done.
Okay, that's a good idea.
So what has been your favorite video or live stream to create so far, and why?
My favorite video will be the Godzilla special that I did a few months ago.
Okay.
I put more time and effort into what's effectively about 3 minutes long as a snippet in that video than I did in weeks worth of other stuff. I did because I was showing off a load of Godzilla stuff that had come in as part of a collection. I'd finally got it all sorted out, and I did a breakaway to a news report of Godzilla roaming around our town, Dewsbury, and it had stomped on Asda, it had stomped on Sainsbury's, and now it's on its way to. I'm sorry, but say that again. And it's on its way directly to Cosmic Toys Towers. And obviously, I'm there in the studio. I'm giving the news report. So I had the sound of sirens in the distance and gunfire to fire back at Godzilla, the sound of rumbling, like the T-Rex thumping sound on the floor, getting closer, and the camera shaking every time it did. And I had a lot of fun with that. I had a hell of a lot of fun with that. And like I said, it's only about 3 minutes long, is that little snippet.
Yeah. I think so far, all the stuff that I've made, I've done over 250 videos now. And the one thing, it hasn't come out yet, so I'm giving people a bit of a sneak preview saying this, but it's in one of the game series. We were playing Among Us, and I was there, just like we're there, like we're all having a laugh and joking, and I just burst out singing Akon. Sorry, I don't know why. I just start singing Akon, and then I turn around and just go to the group I'm playing with. Whatever happened to Akon? Does anybody remember Akon? And then we have a conversation, but in the edit, as I've said, whatever happened to Akon, just after we recorded that video, I saw a Facebook post of Akon bringing a new tour to the UK this year. And I went, no, so I screenshotted it and I've put that in the edit. So as I say, whatever happened to Akon, this it's a screenshot of Akon bringing a new tour out. I was like, that's just nuts.
That's because your phone is listening to you all the time.
Yeah, but it worked out so brilliantly. I was like, okay, that is going in. That's going into the edit. And I've got a project coming up, which is the same game series, but we're playing a different game called Visceral Cleanup Detail.
Right.
Which is your janitors tasked with going in and cleaning up like mass events. So like there's a space station where all the scientists have been killed by some hero, and you've got to go in and clear up all the dead bodies and make it all spick and span and brand new. And you'll know this. Do you remember the toy Mr. Bucket?
Mr. Bucket?
Mr. Bucket by Milton and Bradley.
It's not ringing any bells. No, what is it?
It's this animatronic bucket thing that moves around and balls shoot out of its mouth, and you've got to put the balls back in the mouth.
Yes.
Well, in Visceral Cleanup Duty, you've got to get buckets of water to be able to like clean up blood and everything else. So we kept saying like, "Oh, we need a new bucket. Where's the water bucket?" So I started going, "Mr. Bucket, buckets of fun." And like everyone just got annoyed with me. So in a future edit of that video, I'm just gonna cut the video at a random point. I'm not gonna tell anybody where the cut's gonna be, and I'm just gonna put that advert in, and then just go back to the normal gameplay. I'm just gonna be like, right, that's the joke done. I've done what I need to do. But like I was going on and on with just going, Mr. Bucket, buckets of fun, buckets come out of my mouth, and I was just like. For probably about 20 minutes, I was just going on, and everyone's just getting like, if you don't stop, I'm going to leave. I'm just not going to come back. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll stop. But it was honestly like, I thought of it the day after, and I was like, right, next time we record this, I'm throwing that in there just as a little joke to myself. That's all it is. It's not for anyone else's benefit. I just want to put it in there. Yeah.
Just for you.
Yeah. So how do you handle criticism or any negative feedback? If you've had any, that is.
The criticism, it depends on what it is. If it's something where I can actually take points that they are making to improve what it is I'm putting out, then I'll always take it on board. And I think it has to be done. And I do try and react to it as well in a positive way. If it's just negative for the sake of being negative, I'll either ignore it or delete it.
Yeah. There's
no time.
No, I've had a few that I've just like, I'm just going to delete that.
Yeah.
And there was one where it was on a food dehydrating video where I dehydrated different types of candy. And someone commented saying you should leave it in there longer than 24 hours. And I was like, no, because it's candy. If it's in there for longer than 20, a food dehydrator heats the stuff up. At some point, that's just going to become a melted mess, and it's going to ruin my dehydrator. I don't want that. That thing cost me 50 quid. I don't want that ruined you know, all right, it may get ruined eventually, but I'm gonna try and hold off on ruining it at the moment. So I just like, if I left it in there any longer, then it would have just become a melted mess. That would have required more time and effort to clean it than the actual video would have been worth. And one, I deleted it straight away. It was from an old channel that I used to be associated with before I made mine, and it was along the lines of, "You would be nowhere without me. You wouldn't be where you are without me." And I was thinking, right, didn't make the channel until after I stopped talking to you. Two, at the time I was talking to you, I was affiliated on Twitch, so I was making money on Twitch, whereas you wasn't making money on YouTube. So I was kind of it didn't validate a response. I wasn't going to be petty. I just deleted it. And I was like, that's not the kind of thing I want publicly to be said.
I had a guy who left several comments across several videos, and the first one that I saw was, "Don't buy from him. He sold me a Jon Snow figure with a broken sword." And I took the time to reply to it because I recognised exactly who he was. And I just went, "Why don't you bring it back? If I've sold you something that's broken, then I'm sorry. Bring it back. I'll give you a refund. I'll swap it for something else,
Yeah.
That's what you do." And then I went through and I saw loads more, well, about 6 more notifications that he commented on others. And it was just like, "Go to Forbidden Planet, it's cheaper. Don't go to Cosmic Toys, it's a rip-off." And it all turned out it's because he used to borrow money off me and I stopped lending to him. Yeah, so I just deleted all his comments, washed my hands of him, and strangely enough, he came into the shop today to try and sell me something. I said, "No, thank you very much."
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have put it so polite, but
Yeah.
And can you do you have any tips that you could share for aspiring content creators looking to start their own channel?
Do you do what you want to do and don't worry about it?
Yeah, and I can happily agree with that tip. Just do what you want to do what you love to do. If you love to paint Warhammer figures, why not set a camera up and do that? Nothing wrong with that.
I think the days of these short and snappy videos, they're very, very quickly coming to an end. People are a lot more interested in authenticity.
Yeah.
They want to, if they're going to give you some of their time, it doesn't matter if it's 30 seconds or 30 minutes. If they're going to give you some of their time, then what they want from you is authenticity of yourself. They want you to be you. If they want to watch someone else, they'll watch someone else. They'll watch you because of who you are.
And another tip I would probably say is, don't go in to content creating thinking you're going to be the next Mr. Beast or the next, whoever, because it takes.
Beast was until a few weeks ago.
It takes a lot of the time. It takes years and years of hard dedication and work to get. Mr. Beast didn't get where he is now without hard, dedicated work, and even he started his channel 10 years ago, and it's only got popular now because he pumps every time he earns money from a video, he pumps that into the next video and the next video. Like that's what you need to do with time and energy. Keep improving little things by little, and you'll slowly grow a community. Your channel will slowly grow, and that's when you can kind of go, okay, this is what I've done.
Don't chase the virus. Don't chase going viral.
Yeah.
Slow grow it organically.
Yeah. And don't fall for these quick rich things where it's pay $15 and you'll get 1,000 subs.
Yeah, no.
They're just scams.
I don't even just delete those messages. I just block them.
Yeah, I done a Twitch stream the other day, and the first message I had in the chat of my stream was one of those bots,
Yeah.
and I just went ban. I was like, I'm not even like. I was like, I've been streaming 5 minutes and I've already got a bot in here. Like, I was like, ban. Get out of there. It just no. And just a couple more questions. What are your future goals and aspirations for the channel?
I'd like to do something more, but I'm not quite sure what it is yet. I did set out a while ago to start doing a documentary style video based on one of the toy lines that I collect and love. I wasn't happy with the way it was going, so I just left it aside. Whether or not I ever go back and try and do something like that again, I don't know. But I want the channel to be more than just, look what we've got this week. Look, this is just come and buy it. I'd like it to be a little bit more than that. That said, I would like to turn some of these, look what we've got this week, into actual sales in the shop.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the point? I don't know. A month ago, I might have said I want to get to the 1,000 subscribers, but I've passed 800 now. We're well on the way, and I'm confident that within a few months, I think we'll get there. So I don't know. I think it's just a case of sit back and see what the future holds now.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing with me. I want to hit that 1K mark. I'm on 560, 60 odd, I think.
You'll get there.
I don't care. I'd love to be at the 1K mark by the end of the year, but if not, that'd be a goal going into next year. And during that time, I can evolve the channel into how I want it and keep molding and shaping it.
But one thing I do want to do is more of the live streams of building things. I've got a few Lego things that I want to build. I've got tons of Lego things I want to build. But I've also got a few Gundam things, and I'd like to do that. I haven't built a model kit in years, and I mean a lot of years. So I'm looking forward to diving into this Gundam kit that a few of the Gundam. I'm looking forward to diving into the first of the Gundam kits and just seeing where that goes. And I hope that people enjoy watching that, because it'll encourage me to do more. And I need to do more hobbying, because I've not done until I started doing the live streams. I've not really done my own hobby for quite a while.
Yeah.
I've been too busy working for the shop and doing YouTube for the shop. And it's always been focused on the shop. So I'm hoping to do a little bit more for me moving forward.
Okay. And one last question. What one piece of advice do you wish someone had given you when you first started your YouTube journey that you could give to someone else?
What I said earlier, just be you.
Just be yourself. Yeah.
Just be yourself. And make sure that whatever you do, you're well lit. Make sure people can hear you clearly, even if you don't like the sound of your own voice, because nobody wants to see a blackened screen with just a bit of a ghosty face caught in a little bit of light from somewhere, and nobody wants to listen to anything that's fuzzy and all muffled up or anything that's hissing and crackling.
If you feel like you can trust the opinions of your friends, maybe send them a video, not a full-length video, just something with the camera and your mic, just so you can see if they can hear you and they can see you compared to what you can with yourself. Because a lot of my friends give me honest feedback on my content. They'll ask, "Oh, why have you done that? Why have you done this? Like, why are you making that video?" And I give them my honest answer, and I value their feedback more than what I value some random comment, because they're my friends. They're supporting me outside of content creation and inside the content. So it all kind of
And another one is, if it wasn't you that's on the screen of your video, if it was somebody else, would you watch it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you wouldn't watch it, why would somebody else watch it?
Yeah. That is a very fair comment. So thank you for joining us on the interview. We didn't get through all of the questions, but we did chat for quite a bit on some of the questions. Where can people find you?
Well, they can find me at Cosmic Toys in Dewsbury, or they can find me at YouTube. You can find me at Facebook. You can find me at Instagram. If you do a Google search for either Cosmic Toys or Cosmic Toy Man, you'll find me.
Okay, I'll throw all the links down below in the description, so everyone can go and check you out. Thank you for jumping on and having this interview with me. It's been lovely having you on the channel, even though we only met a few weeks ago. I'm already gonna see quite a fair bit of you. Well, we're probably going to be in each other's content quite a fair bit going forward.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person as well in April.
Yeah,
it's just a month.
It's literally a month.
Wow. I'm really looking forward to this toy fair.
It's my first toy fair, so
yeah. It's my first in 20 years that I've been to that's not related to the shop. I'm doing this for me, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I am as well. So that I will be doing a vlog. So I'm sure everyone that's watching this now will probably see Gareth in the vlog again, and well, yeah. But thank you, Gareth, and thank you everyone for checking out the video. And if you haven't already, check out the rest of the interview videos that I've done previously, and go and check out Gareth, because why wouldn't you? But yeah, thank you everyone, and peace.